What's up, comic and pop culture fans? This is James with Minhunter Comics, and I started making a video giving a top 20 of some of the biggest losses in comic books since COVID time, and I got so bored with it. And I think the problem is I'm just so tired of talking about comics that have lost value. I challenged myself to come up with some comics that not only stayed strong, but actually gained value from the insane highs of COVID times. Make sure you like and subscribe. I haven't decided the next giveaway yet, but we are going to do something big. Iron Man 128, classic cover, Demon in a Bottle. It was about $1,000 then, actually a little less. It's $1,000 now, so this is actually a strong and slight bump. Catwoman 51, classic Adam Hughes. It costs the same now that it cost during the crazy highs of COVID. We have Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1, the 9.8, mind you. It was about $3,700 to $3,800 in the crazy highs of COVID, but right now it's actually $4,000 consistently. So it actually has a slight bump. First appearance of Misty Knight, Marvel Premiere 21. It was $800 during the crazy COVID highs. It stayed strong and is actually a $900 book right now. Classic Neil Adams, Batman 227. Let's take a look at the 9.0. This was selling for $2,400 in the largest market boom we've ever seen. Well, actually, the book's even bigger now. It's $2,700 for the same grade, 113%. First Jonah Hex. Let's look at the 8.0. It was $400 a few years back, and it's $475 now. Swamp Thing #1. $550 then if you had a 9.4, whereas if you have a 9.4 now, it's $650. Could go higher. Lois Lane 106, When She Goes Black. Iconic storyline here. Well, it was $500 if you were to get an 8.5 in COVID times. Now that same book is $600. Not all books are down, man. Let's give the first appearance of Conan with Conan the Barbarian #1. Let's just stick with the best, the 9.8. $6,500 as a crazy COVID high. Well, it's actually higher. It's worth about $8,000 right now for a 123% increase. DC Comics presents 52. Let's go with the 9.8 for this first ambush bug. $150 9.8, whereas right now, it's a $200 9.8. Giant Size Defenders 3, first Korvac. Let's go to the 9.8. $1,500 during COVID. It is a $2,000 book right now. Sabrina, the Teenage Witch #1. I chose to go look at the 8.5. If you get this first issue back in COVID times, it was $450. Well, the book's actually estimated at $600 right now. Green Lantern 87, first John Stewart. This was an $8,000 book back in COVID times. Two recent sales, both at $11,000. Now, there was a fluke sale that actually brought it down to like $6,000, but I think it was a badly performing auction and is now an outlier that we're not counting. So first John Stewart, $10,000 at least. Action Comics 521, first appearance of Vixen. This book has never faltered. In COVID, it reached $420. It has only gone up. $600 now for a 143% increase. Hawkman #1. Let's look at the 9.2. It was $1,400 for the COVID highs. It's damn near $2,000 now. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You #1, first Scooby-Doo comic. Let's look at the 8.0, which, by the way, tough to get in that high of a grade. $2,500 during the crazy COVID boom. But it went up. $3,700 for the same grade right now. First Man-Bat, if you were looking at a 9.4 during COVID highs, it was $1,600. The same grade is worth $2,600 right now. Let's keep it Detective Comics for a second. First, Talia al Ghul. This 9.2 cost you $900 just 4 years ago. It's $1,500 now. Injustice Gods Among Us #1. Very popular, but we're talking about the 1 in 25. Both have gone up. This has gone up significantly, though. $150 during COVID, $290 as it stands right now. Justice League 141, first appearance of the Manhunters, one of the major Green Lantern enemies. A 9.8 was $100 during the COVID times, whereas $200 is what you're going to be asking right now. That's doubled. Ratchet and Clank number 1. Let's go with a 9.8. This was a $140 book during COVID. It's a $300 book right now. First appearance of Dolphin, Showcase 79. I'm going to give you a tough grade, a 9.6. Not easy to get for this one. Same book sold for $1,500 during COVID. I think I even remember that sale. And it's worth $4,000 now. So books are climbing, especially if they're DC. Detective Comics 371, iconic, very misogynistic cover. Let's call it like it is, the Batgirl tights classic. What was a $1,000 book is now estimated at $3,000, and I have an asterisk here because it says a fair market value of $3,000, but the last 2 sales were at $4,000. Last one I'll give you is the first Shadow the Hedgehog. This Sonic 98 used to be $400. I should have kept on to it because it's now almost $2,000. And that is a 425% increase since the crazy highs of COVID. So if you're like me and you're sick and tired of the doom and gloom and constantly hearing that every single book is dropping and we're in the craziest lows of all time, not every book is suffering the same fate. Keep on hunting. I'll see you at the next video. Make sure to come on down to Sentiment Depot's Antiques and Collectibles, located at 238 West Delaware Ave in Pennington, New Jersey. Find so many great books for just $1 and the lowest prices on key comics around. Enjoy a huge selection of graded comics priced up to 20% lower than current fair market value. We are open from Wednesday to Sunday, closed Monday, Tuesday. You got a collection you want to sell? Bring that too. Can't wait to see you there.